Hello everyone, it's Yuki here, and this is episode 5 on the Eternals SMP. We're here at the shop that we built last time, and I want to check how do we look like on the stock. I don't think, I haven't been online for a while, unfortunately, so hopefully nothing is fully sold out. Okay, that's good. Okay, 2 diamonds here. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, I was not expecting that, and I think these are MTS. So 29 diamonds out of that. Okay, so I would definitely need to do a bit more AFKing at the farm, or I should say actually working at the farm, because I can't really AFK. And I need to start refilling these. I don't want the people to see my stop running out and then stop coming over here, so we need to keep the stock flowing at all times, right? Before we start the episode, I think I want to go and get my trials straight away. I don't really know what kind of trials people put in for this week, so hopefully it's not gonna be anything like the last one where I had to get that charged creeper and it was an absolute nightmare. We kind of agreed that anything that's like a game mechanic that we don't have control over, it's not really allowed anymore, just to make it a bit more fair. So hopefully what we get this time should be much easier. So here we go. Wear someone else's skin and pretend to be them. Okay, that's gonna test my pretending skills and all that, which I'm really bad at. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to pull this off. So with the trial picked up, I think I'm gonna do a segment with that. It doesn't really say that I need to do it for the whole episode, so I think I can just do it for a portion of it. So I'm gonna try to figure out who I want to be, and then I'm gonna try to do it later on. Until then, I'm gonna go back to base and fill you in on what I have planned for this episode. Oh, I see something new popped up here. I heard about this. It's a new game that the guys built, and I think it's like something going through the rings and getting score. So let's see, what does it say. Welcome to Ring Drop. The rules are simple. Take a slow falling potion and try to make it through as many rings as you can. Each color represents the number of points you get for the making it to the rings. 1, 2, 3. If you land on a ring, that is a penalty. That ring does not count towards your score. Once completed, write your score in the leaderboard at the bottom. Right. Come on, boy. Come on, guys. Alright, I think I'm definitely gonna try this episode. I'm gonna have to. Like, if it's a new game, why not? Do we have any like high scores at the moment? Would do. Oh, okay. I'm glad I had that totem on. So we got 20, 19, 18, 15, and 9. Okay, those are some like really big scores. So we're gonna have to see if I can beat that. But in the meantime, like I said, so I'm still using the gaming district portal. I don't have one set up in my base yet, so that's still kind of the best one to use. But basically, the idea for this episode will be to actually start working on the mega base, which is supposed to be transforming this whole Savanna. So I'm gonna try to get some moss. I do have a good bit of bone meal from the mob farm, and I'm going to start expanding all the Savanna into moss and make it much nice and green. So I'm gonna try to do everything around the windmill for the starters. Basically anything that's around my buildings to make it nicer at first. And then, you know, the more I actually start building, I'm gonna have to figure out a few things what to build around here. So if you guys have any suggestions, drop a comment down below and I'll sure take them into consideration. And yeah, the more we build, the more I'm gonna expand the moss and make it nice and lush. Your adventure awaits. Wait, what? What adventure? Oh, there's some arrows. Go left. There's nothing here. Oh, okay. What's that all about? Your adventure starts here. Alright. I guess we're going on an adventure. Let's go then. I mean, I could definitely use this further down the line, see what's at the end, then use this as a, you know, opportunity to expand the base a bit more. Oh, going here. Going this way. Around the tree. Alright, going through here. Okay, that's a long path. Then we go, oh no, not you guys. Okay, I'm gonna fly away for now. What happened? Why is my elytra like that? I think they despawned now. So I think I was somewhere around here, right? Okay, follow the path. Go here. Alright. Ah, is this some kind of trap? Better pull my sword out first. I mean, there's torches, so that's okay. Hope you... Ah, come on. Well, at least I didn't die. It wasn't a trap. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay. That got me. I need to admit that really got me. I was really expecting a trap. Something like just going into the mountain like that, and I would expect some type of fall or whatever it was. But this was actually funny. And it's actually pretty far from the base. But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna use the opportunity to use this cave as part of the base, to try to make a path all the way here, like based on this path that was already made. And would be like a really nice addition to the base. So I went through all the chests here at the base, and unfortunately I don't have any moss. And I could try and cheat and go to spawn, take a piece of moss from there. Actually, before, let me check this chest over here. But like, I don't want to cheat like that. Yeah, I don't have any moss in here either. So I think instead of cheating, I'm just going to go and try to find the moss in a shipwreck. At least that's gonna give me a bit of more exploration of the map. I think at the moment I do have this like world map, and that's all that I've explored. Basically, that's like spawn. This is the Christmas district. Not sure what that is. Probably been through a portal or something. But that's it. Like there's nothing else that I explored. So it would be nice to actually see some of this world that that we're playing in here. Hello legends. Hello legends. Hello legends. Hello legends. Hello legends. Oh, hold on. I'm not wearing my right skin. Hello legends, it's StumpsMC, and we're going on an adventure like we said earlier on. We're gonna be trying to find some shipwrecks, get some moss, and try to transform this base like we said. Alright legends, we found our first boat here. Let's see if it's the lucky one and we get some moss inside. Oh, that is absolutely unbelievable luck. Should I maybe leave one? You know, just so the other Eternal members can find it there as well if they need it. And then, is this the same chest? Oh yeah, that's the same. And maybe there is another one hidden away. No, it looks like that was it. Okay, well, that was much easier than I thought it's gonna be. So I guess we can go straight back to base now. Alright legends, we're back here at the base, and I think I'm gonna let Yuki take you through the whole building process now, and I might see you later. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna start putting in the moss. And let's see what do I manage to come up with. Definitely need to get rid of all this grass. Right? The one problem is that anything that has a wall on it or anything like that, would not be transformed into moss, unfortunately. So maybe I'll be able to do something around the lines where I'm gonna replace them, or maybe I'm just gonna hold them like that and say that, you know, the grass kind of died because of this being on top of it, didn't get enough light, and then the difference in the color in here. Maybe that could be a bit of a lore. But if you see here already, this looks so much better with the green rather than this really pale part of the savanna. So I'm really excited to see how this is gonna turn out once we manage to change a bit more of this whole biome. Also, normally I would leave some grass on top of the moss, but since we're in a savanna, the grass looks really bad with this different shade. So I think I'm gonna remove everything and maybe just gonna keep these azalea bushes being around. That's gonna add a bit more extra depth and texture and totally get rid of the grass. Like it looks decent here. I mean, sorry, it looks decent here, but when you put it on top of the moss, it's like kind of too much, and I don't really like how it looks like. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna try to do all this piece here around, and then I'm gonna come back down, back to the path where we started, and then we're gonna take an aerial view just to kind of see how it looks like just with this bit changed. Alright legends, the beautifying is complete, so let's take flight and see how this looks like from above. I feel like it definitely adds a nice vibe to it, especially when the contrast is so big. So I believe that once I manage to finish the whole kind of area, this is going to be really nice. So this is StumpsMC. If you guys are not subscribed already, make sure you do so. And I will see you guys next time.
My goodness.
Hello, you legend. How are you doing?
I'm gonna guess you got a trial to be me.
I mean, it looks like I'm just looking in a mirror.
Yeah, if you're getting the netherite armor, but
I mean,
funny,
you know, my point of view doesn't show any armor, so no one knows what I wear.
Okay.
You know, loopholes,
Fair enough.
loopholes. But in all seriousness, if you guys are not subscribed to Stumps, what are you even doing? Go on, subscribe. If you want to hear like a really smooth voice playing Minecraft, that's definitely the place to go. So yeah, after this episode, just go ahead, subscribe, watch all his videos, comment on all his videos, like all his videos. I'm sure he's gonna appreciate it. And like he said, we're all in this journey together, so might as well show the support to everyone else in the community, right? But like I was saying, I'm really happy how this turned out actually. And I think the more I expand, the nicer it's going to look like. I know there's not such a huge difference in between the moss and the grass, maybe slightly, but I feel like in between the moss and the savanna grass, there's like a huge difference. So once I manage to expand this whole island, is going to look really nice, and I think that I had a really good idea with doing this mega base rather than making a huge building or anything like that for this season. So I'm really excited to see where this is gonna be at the end of the season. And like always, if you guys have any suggestions on what else I could build around the island or what other projects we could take on, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll sure look into it. So I've been doing a good bit of work here, trying to clear all this grass, and then I expanded the moss a bit more just to kind of cover this whole cliffside. And one thing I realized is that if I remove the grass, this looks really bland. So something to make it look nicer and more green could be some bamboo. If I add some bamboo around here, probably, you know, change the height variation, use a bit of string to stop the bamboo growing, I think I could make something look really, really nice. And I could probably use the same bamboo to also spruce up my paths, and it would definitely add more variation to everything around here rather than just these bushes and the carpets. It looks really, really bland, and if you actually fly and you look from above, it's not too much to look at, unfortunately. So I think the bamboo would definitely help. Unfortunately, again, I don't have the bamboo, but I believe there is a jungle fairly close to the outpost, so I might be able to go there and get some bamboo from that. Yeah, there we go. That's the jungle that I knew about. And hopefully there is some bamboo. There we go. Yeah, I think I saw one here. Realistically, I only need like one. They grow really, really fast, and with bone meal even faster, so I shouldn't be too concerned about it. So yeah, that should make our paths and the whole savanna more enjoyable to live in. I think I'm going to start to add the bamboo around this fence first, and I'm gonna let them be potentially 2 to 4 tall, and then I'm gonna want to figure out exactly where I want to spread them around. Maybe I will actually try to use the fences, but I think I might keep the fences only for paths. I don't want to make it too overcrowded around here. And actually, to take advantage of this thing over here, I was thinking to make this path as an actual path and pretty much continue it all the way up until that mountain, and then figure out further down the line what I want to use that for. I think I could definitely use that cave for something nice, I feel like it. So having this path here give me the opportunity to kind of branch out further down from the windmill, because at one point this whole area is going to be taken over by the moss and my base, right? So it's going to be nice to have a head start and then kind of build a few things along this path potentially. Maybe make like a merchant cart or something like that. And then I need to figure out exactly what I want to do in that cave. Okay, so let's see, how do I want to get this done? I think I'm going to put this here, bone meal it. And then that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's kind of okay. And then try to put some string on top of it. So the string will stop the bamboo from growing. And actually having this looks pretty good. I think when it grows naturally, it doesn't fully create this. Or I might be mistaken. So I'm gonna sprinkle out a few of these bamboo things around. See, this is gonna be a tree. I think I might need some scaffolding or something to climb to be able to do this, to make it much quicker. But it feels like it's gonna add a good vibe to the whole aesthetic here, because it would definitely be way too bland without having this height variation in here. Maybe I could even actually add a few like right next to the path here, right? I wonder if I have any spots where I could plant this bamboo. See, there could be potentially one here, and that could be like a perfect height. And then I could probably put one down below. That's maybe a bit tall, so maybe I'll break that off. And then, whoops, I didn't want to bone meal, I wanted to put some string. Yeah, I like this. And I need something on the right side to kind of break it up, maybe. Ooh, there could be a one here. Maybe, or maybe it's a bit too tall for that spot. So let's see, can I jump and put the string? I can. Yeah, see, it already kind of adds a nicer vibe to this. Then I can add one more here. Put some string on top. Yeah, I like it. I really like it how it looks like. So I feel like if I use this for the paths that I'm gonna be making further down the line, and I'm gonna be using the fence posts, and I'm gonna be using this, maybe the azalea. I was thinking to maybe add some sugarcane, but I would need to add water next to them, so that would be a bit more of a difficult situation to do it in a proper way and hide the water nicely. Maybe one more over here. Maybe we can leave that as a 2 tall. And I feel, well, there's a spot here. It looks like something happened, I don't know. Maybe I just trampled it, but I don't think so because it would have showed trampled, right? And then maybe this one can be a 3 tall. Yeah, put the string. I think a 4 tall, it's probably the best idea. And then I would need one on this side over here. Maybe like right next to the base. Maybe keep that a 2 tall. Oops. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it adds a bit more greenery around. And I wonder if it would look like from above. Yeah, even from above, this would look so cool. I honestly don't know where I thought about the bamboo, but I think it would make a really nice addition. And when I'm gonna make that whole path, I'm gonna see the full extent that's gonna provide, especially for paths. Maybe for the whole landscape, it's not gonna be as nice, so I'm gonna have to figure out something. I'm probably gonna have to plant some trees around here anyway, right? So I'm gonna have to figure out what would be the best leaf to use here, because I really don't like these yellowish leaves. It could be that I could use these spruce ones. They do look fairly okay, to be honest. And yeah, now that I showed you this, I totally forgot about the one last part that I want to do to make this even nicer. I've been planting these huge spruce trees around here, so I want to make it that along this river bank, I'm gonna use this podzol, so it kind of looks like the water is sipping into the land, so it's a bit like more damp. I could probably get some mud as well, but maybe the contrast would be too much. And then here would be all moss, so I'm probably gonna cut this somewhere around here. I only want to go like the bottom level and maybe slightly here. And then I want to do that all around this river just to kind of look like the soil is damp and the water is getting absorbed from the river. So we definitely have a lot of plans for this. So stick around for the whole journey and see what I managed to do until the end of the season. And now looking from down here, I really like the addition of the bamboo. You can kind of see the string, I guess, but if you just walk around, you won't really notice it. So I think I can probably live with that. Before we go and start building that path, I actually want to try this game here. So it looks like I need to take a slow falling potion. I took off all my armor. I'm not 100% sure how exactly would that affect it, so it's probably better not to have it. So I'm gonna run this and then I'll probably have to review the footage. I don't know if I'll be able to do the math on the fly. And we'll see how many points we get. So let's drink the potion and down we go. Okay. Do I even attempt to go? Oh, that doesn't count. Do I even attempt to go for the red? Okay, that was a fail. I don't think I'm gonna get that. Get this, get that, and down we go. Okay, that was a bit of a pathetic run. I thought I'm gonna do much better than that. But let me review that footage and see how many points we got. Alright, so I managed to get 6 green and 3 yellow. I kind of failed there, so 1 yellow didn't count, and the red, I believe. So 6 green, 3 yellow, that means 12 points. And we are just behind Shrunk. We beat Sarnose at least. Do we put those in the order? I guess so. So that would be 5. Myself, whoops. Got 12, and then we can change this to 6. I almost signed the book. There we go. So we are in 5th place. Pretty bad. How did Mikey get 20? That's absolutely insane. I guess he's really good at parkour, so he knows his blocks. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe try this another time. Maybe we can get like a top 3 or something like that. But it's definitely a fun game. It's definitely nice and fun to play. Try to hit those. And I think it definitely helps. Like, you need to go right in the middle of a block to pass through those reds. So it's really, really tricky how it's made. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for building this. I think it was Shrunk who built this. I might be wrong. I'm a bit behind with everyone's episodes. So if it's not Shrunk, I do apologize. But whoever it was, it's definitely a nice game, and I'll be back here. Okay, so the first step with this path is to try to make it a bit wider. So the one wide won't work properly. So I'm gonna have to try to destroy a bit of the land and try to make this like 3 wide. All the way to the end first. And then only after I get that done, I'll be able to do the whole moss and fence posts and all the pretty up things. Whoops. Yeah, maybe I should stop using a shovel to break plants and only use my fists maybe. Because this is gonna take me ages if I keep breaking blocks like that. I do like the fact that it kind of loops around trees and stuff. It's not just like a straight path. So I feel like it would add a nice effect when I try to build this in full. So we go around here, try to break these. I think one of the worst things about a savanna is the amount of grass that you have to destroy to be able to build anything around it. So I guess it's too late now to find a different biome. And I'm just gonna have to deal with this. I did the path almost all the way to the mountain, and then I realized that since everything around here is going to be green, there's not gonna be too much of a contrast in between this path block and the greenery around it. So I think the best way would be to replicate the path that I did from the windmill all the way down the bottom, and then to use the stone diorite and other stone variants. Potentially I can use some mossy cobble for this one just to kind of make it a bit nicer. But I think that would be the best idea. It's probably gonna take a bit longer to do because I'm gonna have to add all the stone and all that. And I don't think I have enough resources to finish this, so I'm probably gonna have to get a bit more. But at the end of the day, I want this to look really, really good, and I would prefer to spend a bit more time in getting this done rather than try to hurry it and then it's not gonna look like I wanted, have to rip it down and start it all again. So because it's gonna take me longer, I might not fully finish it this episode, so maybe I'll just lay down the stone and we can finish it up in the next one. So let's see what resources do we have. In the end, I think stone related resources, I have enough. I have a good bit of stone, andesite, gravel, diorite, and I'm going to use slabs because, you know, I'm cheap and it actually uses less blocks, so why not use it? I'm gonna have to use my shovel and I'm gonna break this down. And the way that I like to do this, to make it much easier, I like to kind of place the blocks that I have the most of first. So like that is going to give me a bit of a better understanding how the path looks like. And then after I place all these, which basically my main block is going to be the stone, I'm gonna come along and I'm gonna fill in the gaps with all the diorite, all the anthracite, and all the other things. So let's see. I'm gonna do this, do that. I think this I only did it like a 2 wide path, so I might have to extend it slightly, just, you know, make some like random holes here and there, just to kind of fit the stone a bit better. But that's pretty much the way I'm doing these paths, and I hope it's gonna turn out the way I imagine it. If not, oh well, I'm gonna have to improve at building. So I laid down the whole stone foundation. So now I think I'm gonna go with the andesite. The andesite is like fairly close to the stone variant, so it mixes in really nice actually. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did with the stone, but sprinkle it a bit less often. Then I'm gonna come in with the next few blocks, and that's gonna be pretty much the whole path done. And this is actually the easy way, because technically putting up all the bamboo and the greenery and all that around the path is gonna be the most time consuming thing. So I'm fairly confident that this part with the stone I'm gonna finish in this episode. The next thing, I think I'm gonna do the diorite. I think this is a bit sharp, so I'm not gonna add as much, but it's still gonna add a nice bit of contrast here. And then imagine this with the whole greenery around, the bamboo and the moss and all that, is gonna look so good. Then we got some tuff and some gravel. Unfortunately, these are full blocks, so I can't really cheap out on these, but I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. And the last block to add is gonna be the cobblestone. Again, we're gonna cheap out with the slabs, but there's no shame in that. I think I'm gonna add a bit more cobblestone just to kind of break apart the smoothness of the stone and the andesite, and it's gonna blend in really nice with the diorite and the tuff and all this. I feel like the path already is taking shape. Some bits probably still need a bit more work to make it a bit nicer, because some of it is like really thin. Like for example in this spot, I feel like I could add another one over here. But once I finish the whole thing, then I'm gonna realize where exactly I'm gonna need to adjust it a bit more, and we're gonna make it look like it's supposed to be. Okay, so I got good news, bad news. Good news is that I finished laying down the path. It's not 100% finished. I'm probably gonna have it more finished once I put in the fences and the bushes all around. It's hard to completely do it like this, but it's done all the way through, and I really like how it looks like actually. I feel like it adds that really nice contrast that I need in this whole grassy area, and then with the moss and the green bamboo, it's gonna pop out even more. And now the bad news is that unfortunately I don't really have much time left for this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back. I'm gonna have to rename my Eternal trial and see what we can come up with. And I'm gonna have to do a bit of AFKing, or rather farming at the raid farm, to refill my totem supply. I'm not gonna show that on camera, so I'm just gonna do that off camera, but I want to do it, you know, in the next day or so. I don't necessarily need to record that, so that's fine. But the last thing for the episode, I'm gonna have to go and put in the trial that I'm gonna give someone else. Okay, we are back at the Eternal Trials 3, and my challenge for this week is to get the bullseye advancement. The bullseye advancement is to hit the bullseye of a target block from at least 30 meters away. So it's a fairly difficult one since you need to hit the bullseye, but it's definitely doable. So good luck to whoever gets that. So yeah, with the Eternal trial complete, the new challenge put in, this is gonna be the end of my episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like. If you have any comments, drop a comment down below, maybe add some suggestions. If you don't, drop maybe your favorite emoji or something, just to help with engagement. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so. Follow the other Eternals, you're gonna follow everyone's journey along the way. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye!